as opposed to the other, like, you know.
Why don't we get her dancing? Why is it only me? This is
Because
unfair.
the minute I try to turn the camera around, she freezes.
Damn. This is unfair.
I have tried it before, and she just...
It's only me and my embarrassing.
Lauren does the same.
This is true. So, nonetheless,
All over the room.
note, we will find things funny, easier to palate. We will find them much easier to stomach.
Without crying and feeling miserable and horrible.
But we hold on to those sad moments longer.
Yeah.
Note, when you leave watching an anime, it's not the, you know, so like from Full Metal vs. Flaming, and this isn't spoiling anything for you. You don't remember, well, I remember the dog speech. You don't necessarily remember everything that Hughes says. They all sort of meld into one Alicia-filled speech. Sorry. But you remember that last dramatic scene that I won't talk about because Damali hasn't gotten that far.
Yeah.
But we remember that before we remember what Hughes is saying. That makes sense?
Yes.
So even though sad moments stick with us longer, funny moments we're more likely to like ingrain into our brains and they dig themselves in a little deeper, more subconsciously.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like animes I haven't read in a while.
Or it works in the reverse. If you have a dramatic series, the funny things are going to stick out to you longer. So like Inuyasha, the episode Only You Songo, I can basically recite. I loved that episode. Because you could see Moroku be an ass for the first time in a while. I loved that episode.
Wait, which one was it again?
Only You Songo?
Basically,
Oh.
Moroku's trying to be jealous over Songo.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And there's a prince involved. There's a bunch of legitimate reasons why a perverted monk who has broken all of his rights as a Buddhist priest,
So
you know, he has every reason to be jealous. I mean, this is a prince, and all this is, and this is actually the first I ever found Songo palatable, outside of just Moroku's accessory, which is basically all that she ends up becoming. I'm just saying, that's all she ends up becoming, and you know it. She ends up becoming, you know, a feather boa for him. Now note, comedy can be cheap. Be advised, if you have a series that is very, very high in comedy,
Probably lacking a lot of other serious stuff.
like Gravitation. We keep coming back to that, and there's a reason for that. There's a reason. There's a lot of things wrong with this series, and that's one of them. If you're going to have the most depressing characters known to man, do not have banana suits and random things appearing. Just don't make it happen. Just don't. Just don't. Just no. Just no.
Do we really want these characters at face value for exactly everything they are?
Do we want these characters at face value? There your question needs to end. I'm fine with the XD blondes. Nonetheless, be advised also that a lack of comedy is just as poor writing as too much comedy. Definitely watch series that are way too dramatic. Anyone watch Elfen Lied?
Like one episode, that was
From
intense.
the beginning, freaked me out.
Freaked me out.
Keep in mind, those series that are too dramatic are sometimes just as weak in their writing as the ones that have nothing going on. Yeah. Beauteous things happen with comedy. I really, really encourage you guys to look at comedy a little bit more and look at it more in depth. What makes you laugh? Speak. Come on.
Oh, really supposed to.
Blows the ego.
Hmm?
Blows the ego.
You like that?
Yes.
Alright, I can accept that weird England like remark from you.
Well, when random things happen, like when there's something serious happening and then like something random happens.
Anyone like sexual humor?
Oh, sometimes yeah, like Moroku and like Shinogi characters like that are like, you know, really perverted. Okay, really.
Yes, really.
We're
I'm not gonna do
waiting.
any gesture because I feel like pressure.
I can go for sexual humor. The clumsy humor I feel is really overdone. Actually, even sexual humor is overdone, which is probably why a lot of series don't make me laugh. I know it's all overdone, but that's an issue. Oh, it being a lot of the same comedy over and over and over again. The running gags, they get old and they stop being funny. Like I told you the other day, there aren't too many series that leave me rolling on the floor laughing.
This is true, and note, you're watching a series that you haven't watched in a long time, I guarantee you something new will pop up that you didn't find funny before. So like for me, I was rewatching Gravitation, and I got stuck on the whole scene with when Sui turns out, "Here, I can't do this anymore, he's gone bananas," and he was on the banana suit. I was stuck on that for like 10-15 minutes of like, what? And not even like any like humorous laughter, like the maniacal, cackling, twitching laughter that resulted in me flipping over my desk. Like literally like, "Whoa!" It's just like storming off to go find my glasses and find something more serious to watch. Now, here's the crazy part. Comedy is not as universal as we think. How much of comedy do you really think is culture-based?
A lot.
Oh, yes.
Very good. Now, how quick are we as anime fans to abandon our culture?
Very.
Shut the door.
Is it culture? Culture.
He's angry, violent, and will let go of the past. Oh, he's an American! Ah! Wait! And we forget these things. We laugh like, ah, ha, ha, ha. Wait just a damn minute. That's me. That's not just the cosplayer she's talking about. That's also me. Note, Whack Donalds, all these little things. These are itty-bitty little jabs that we just think are adorable in the moment. Itty-bitty? Itty-bitty.
They put them in there so you don't notice them at first until you think about it.
I noticed McDonald's immediately.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the average
A
person.
lot of people won't, though.
This is
How
true.
can you not?
Because the average person is stupid.
Ask my brother, and you'll have all the answers you need.
We're geniuses here.
And
I guess we're the average people then.
Have you walked around this campus?
we're all pretty stupid here.
That's terrible.
It's fact.
Just saying.
It's fact. Also, be careful. Like, how many writers do we have in here? I know a few of you. If you're going to include comedy in a long-standing series, for the love of God, be as adult with it as you can.
Be as what? Sorry, what?
Adult.
Oh.
Like, and not like sexual adult. Like, be highbrow with it. Because here's the thing about it. Intellectual comedy will survive a whole lot longer than banana suits and random bottles of vinegar appearing out of, man purses. Tripping, falling.
The rage.
So, your intellectual humor, it might not be as widely accepted, but I guarantee you that will always be funny. Think of like memes.
Oh my gosh.
How long do you think those are going to continue to be funny?
Eh.
And really, really think about that, because we're all very quick to say that'll always be funny. It is ingrained itself into the fabric of American
Well, no, I
history.
mean, there's like once you like it's funny at first when you figure it out, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense, and like. you're like,
By the
okay.
third time you see it, it's not very funny.
There's still stuff on 4chan from like 2005 I still think it's funny.
I'm not talking about us as a community. I'm talking about like when history books are rewritten, are we going to have Nyan Cat next to President Barack Obama?
No.
I really, really hope not.
I see what you mean.
I really, really hope that that's not.
Or like when they
Very
have
interesting
like,
history book though.
or they have like different.
I almost wore my Nyan Cat for Obama. I have a shirt that has a Nyan Cat as President Obama and the whole hope.
People of YouTube, I'm just letting you know this will probably be my last address now, for I'm going to now commit ritualistic suicide since I've now lost all faith in society. No more Nyan Cat! So, who's been watching Mad TV that's on Cartoon Network recently? Who's been watching that? I know Travis, we did for a while.
Which
I
episode
catch
are
a
you
couple
talking about?
episodes.
Well, let's just say keeping up with it. Like, kind of not really.
One or two episodes.
I really encourage you guys to look at how they're parodying, especially anime.
Yes.
Because the worst part is, they aren't wrong. Like when they did on Beverly 90210 Hills Naruto. The
Oh
worst
my
part
gosh,
is,
what?
Anyone?
Yeah.
The Pokemon?
The Pokemon one with Jurassic Park, the Grey's Anime one that I showed you guys.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The worst part is that they aren't exactly incorrect.
What about the Thundercats one?
The Thundercats, the Thunder Lolcats is hilarious. It's funny. And you have to consider, and this kind of goes back to fan and non-fan perspectives, I guarantee you, this is how they see us. I promise you, as soon as you tell someone who isn't a fan, I like anime, go back to Grey's Anime and that's what they see. Like, have seen Grey's Anatomy, right? You haven't. Okay, I gotta need an excuse to watch Grey's Anatomy.
Oh boy.
You haven't, have you?
You haven't seen
All right.
Are we wrapping up the meeting or?
Yeah.
Should I pause?
In closing, don't worry about it. In closing, since we're wrapping up, since YouTube is crazy and scary with YouTube on YouTube content, which we're going to become inception.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So, for lack of copyright issue, we will go ahead and wrap things up from here. Be advised, comedy is really subjective. I can't tell you what's funny. I can't make what I think funny to you in the same way you cannot think what is funny to you to me. You can send me the same video of the ostrich peeing on the baby and I still won't laugh.
That's sad.
I know, that's just poor parenting. You know, like the video of the turtle humping the guy's boob, that's not funny to me. I want to know why this poor turtle can't get it off. I'm sad for the turtle, not for the boot. Be advised, though, that our journey through comedy will eventually lead you to a journey like through fantasy. Comedy is a catch-all. Anything that has a funny joke in it, someone peeing themselves, or some weird sexual pun is going to be considered comedy. And that's not bad. We need comedy. Our lives suck. We need things to laugh at. It's why shows like Family Guy can have a homosexual baby and love an anthropomorphic dog and make millions. Our lives are awful. We really, really need things that take us away from how awful our lives are. And again, that's the basis of comedy, is knowing your audience and knowing how to make them laugh and when to make them laugh. Because what's the main part of the joke? The punchline. It's all suck.
I was thinking the punchline.
Okay, if you don't say it, it doesn't matter. I think I have a cure for cancer. Does that make me of any value to society?
Punchline is just
Valuable as having no cure at all.
So, with that, good night, everyone.
Would you like to say it again?
Night.